I thought about multiplayer gaming, and I don't think I ever had a LAN party growing up in South Africa, but I did do like three brothers crowded around a single computer playing a game on a single screen. I did that. But to me, multiplayer gaming growing up, like before the 2000s, was going to the arcade. And one of the very first games I played multiplayer and I loved playing was the old Michael Jackson arcade game, which I thought was just in the arcade, but of course was a Sega game. Um, and it was fun and fantastic. And I was not really big into Michael Jackson, but I loved like Michael Jackson could shoot lightning out of his hands, and he had a special power where you do like dancing and the lights come down from the sky and kill people. That was pretty awesome too. But multiplayer gaming has evolved so much. Like and to me, like my RTS story was a bit like, you know, kind of negative, like remembering the good old days of RTSs. This is, I think, is positive because gaming to play with people, right, was so much more difficult back in those days. You had to go to somebody's house or in a LAN party, right? You had to have somebody who had like a network hub and knew how to connect internet cables and who knew how IP addresses and TCP/IP worked and how to do this in a gaming system, right? Even in like playing on the same screen, right? Back in those days, you need someone who he'd go to their house and was that okay? And if you were an Asian kid or an Indian kid, right? Like that was impossible. Like you should be home studying. No, you can go over to your friends. I never went to a friend's house when I was growing up. It was not cool. But now, right? Like Adam and Antoine and myself, we can play games together, right? Like despite Antoine living in Canada, Adam living not too far away from my house. Um, yeah, that works, right? And we can play a large variety of games. Steam has you can play a game and somebody who doesn't even own the game can help you play the game and control something inside it, right? Like there's so much opportunity, so many more ways to connect with people, right? I know a lot of you extroverted people like, let's go out and have a meal or drink a beer or something. But like, yeah, your introverted friends want to play Jack in the Box or whatever other game it is going to be, right? Like, give it a chance. I think we're already moved into, but maybe even more into an area or a life where there's a game for everybody out there. There's a game for Adam's wife who hates gaming, right? I still believe one day, somehow, somewhere, maybe before Adam retires when he's 60, he's going to get his wife to play a game with him. Um, Same for Antoine and his wife. At some point, maybe it's already happened. I don't know. Um, but yeah, and I think that's a wonderful thing, right? A wonderful way to connect with people is to game with them, be it video game or board game or cell phone game or whatever it is, right? Like we can connect with each other that way, which is wonderful. What do you guys think?